sunshine to grow these kinds. This is a squash that normally it would be this size.
And interwoven throughout, both in class and in larger performances for the whole school, was the idea of music and shared experience as a bridge across all cultures. Students' discovery of the richness and complexity of Black South African culture and of the chilling details of life under apartheid were for many students a revelation.
Right on the spot. If not, I am going to McDonald's. I'm going to jail. If not, I'm going to have to pay a fine. No excuses or please can I bring it over to the police station.
We particularly talked about what it was like to be colored or black in South Africa, and that they, as Asians and of people of color, if they lived in South Africa, these rules would apply to them also. That they would not be able to go to the best school, they would not be able to go to the beaches to swim, into restaurants to sit in the front of the bus. They were amazed that this would happen. They had no idea that this was happening to Asian people or people of color other than blacks. They had not had any connection with a black person before in their life, much at all. And by their student responses, they became aware that when you meet someone of a different color and you get to know them as a person, you no longer can be prejudiced and racist towards them. And this is the key, I think, of overcoming racism, is the individual knowledge of people within the group, or prejudice, take it to a larger sense.
For many students, the example of Tembatana himself was as important as the information he has to impart.
They see a person who's experienced violence, revolution in a true sense, huge social upheaval, personal pain, and has passed through it, has a level of forgiveness which is enormous, and has succeeded in his own personal life in a major way. And that's a great role model. It's a wonderful role model, which he carries with him without that sense of here I am as a role model for all you kids. It's just, here I am. This is what I do. And I'm no different than any of you out there.
The length of Tembatana's stay as artist-in-residence at Britannia was seen as a major factor in the success of the imfundo program.
If you have a person in for the afternoon, I think that it has a very positive effect, but that effect wears off. If you have someone here for a month like Tembatana has, he's participated in working with the teachers in planning the lessons and the program, and I think the teachers have learned a great deal from this kind of integrated planning, and so they will carry that, I think, into other aspects of their teaching in other years, and therefore influence a great many students over time. For the students, having someone here for the whole month and seeing him in a variety of different courses reinforces the program and the concepts and the ideals and beliefs, and as such I think it'll have a much more lasting effect than a one-afternoon shot would.
The only thing I would say is that there's a life after the residence program for the students, so that the things that have been brought in, that have been opened up, I think, certainly with me and I think with most of the teachers who are involved, that they don't just end with this unit on Temba, that they have a longer purpose. And we're certainly going to carry on with the concept of storytelling in drama and taking that to personal storytelling and personal imagery and personal experience, and then communicating that to an audience. And that's going to last for the rest of the year, and as a source, hopefully, for people next year, for students next year, and on and on. So it's seed work. It has an immediate, things are great, this is terrific, this is fun, but it's seed work. It's also going to grow for me, for sure. And I feel as a teacher personally enriched by having him here, by having the experience of him.
So before all of this, they had different homelands in South Africa. Transkei, Ciskei. These homelands were called the dumping lands for black people, which meant there was too many black people in the cities, in Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, Durban, Johannesburg. Too many.
The ultimate
So
aim
we
of the
had to
imfundo program
create
was
some
to give
homelands,
students and staff
so
the
we
knowledge and information they needed to grow and
dump
change.
basically these people
In the
the
end, however,
How do you dump them?
Mr. Tanner provided much more than information.
You can't grow nothing.
In recounting his own life experiences, he gave students a first-hand look at a world that they might otherwise never see.
People said, oh, man,
And by so generously sharing of himself, he showed that it is possible, despite seemingly insurmountable odds, to succeed.
citizenships, and I
And that education and a belief in the strength of one's own culture are the keys to that success.